Okay.
It's the theme. It's the theme for today.
It's the vibe.
Yeah.
Wow. What a time.
Yeah.
This must have been.
What? So today's episode, Dalton, as I was watching something last night, I was like,
I reminisce.
Yeah. We should reminisce.
Okay.
About certain things. I got a list on my phone.
I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I just remember shooting around in NBA Street with this shit in the little park.
Volume 2.
Yeah.
Pete Rock, Kanye. It's Pete Rock and Kanye. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast, episode 170. Dalton already told me.
Yeah.
It's your host with the most, Chris Minor, a.k.a. Dino Spumoni, extra cheese and pepperoni, a.k.a.
Talk to me nice.
Yeah, I double tapped.
On accident, but it worked out.
It worked. A.k.a. Lewis and Clark, a.k.a. Daniel Boone, a.k.a. Davy Crockett, a.k.a. You niggas hating, you need to stop it. What's good, Dalton?
What's up? Just, just getting ready for tonight.
White crispy treat.
Sure.
What did Jonathan call you?
Culture something.
Cultured white angel. Okay, you here?
A Siwa.
Yeah. You're a celestial, I guess. That's
Celestial.
Celestial. Celestial. Yeah.
Still don't say it right. Okay.
All right, whatever. Yeah. Tonight is Ridge and Dev's engagement party. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dev and Ridge for their engagement. You know? Apparently he pulled out all the stops.
Yeah.
All the crews in town or on their way to town. So yeah, it should be a swell time tonight. Safe and sound, hopefully. There's a lot of alcohol in the building.
Apparently.
So we'll see how that goes. There's some Indian food I haven't eaten, but we're going to try it.
They did pick all the safer options for Chris, but
yeah. Oh, before we get too deep, I want to give a shout out to Tez Tuesday for his
yes.
So he reworked a Zero song.
Yep.
Got some keys on there, some bass, some arranging going on there, and Zero quote tweeted, shouted him out.
I was like, this is dope.
This is dope, man. So shout out to Ted, man. You know what I'm saying? Like getting that was very.
He's done a lot of those remixes too.
Yeah,
so that was cool. That was the one.
Yeah.
Up,
very dope, very dope. Proud of you, my boy. Yeah. So yeah. Last night I don't know what the fuck I was watching, but it was just like, you know, I think we needed one of those. We needed one of those podcasts that we like just, you know, talk about stuff. Like, I mean, we usually talk about stuff.
That's all podcasts
we usually talk about stuff, but like a concept or a theme, you know, like when we had Willow on that one time, we got like into some
mind-boggling.
Yeah, mind-boggling, and we had Lucky on. We got kind of spiritual.
Yeah, tapped in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I figured since it was just us two today,
Thank God.
Yeah, we could get like a little bit, you know, more personable with our answers because the thing about reminiscing, you know, there's different things, you know, so it's like we talk about it like the first time you remember being like super afraid or super happy or super sad.
Sure.
Or the first time you got some fly kicks or stuff like that. So I thought it would just be cool because we are trying to grow the brand, you know, expand our brand. And this could be like a reintroduction into who we are as far as like how we see things and, you know, how we feel about certain things that happen to us that other people can relate to. Like, oh, I remember I had that plate when we were growing.
Or like everybody had the same
blanket or whatever. So like these certain things, like obviously we all growing up, majority of us like watch Power Rangers and Dragon Ball Z and all that shit.
Yes.
But like, for instance, for me, I'll start. Like, one of the first times I remember, like.
So you're gonna go through a list, or are you just gonna?
Well, I do have like a list, but it's more so we can like stay the course. It's not really anything like in order, like what I want to do. Like,
okay, well, just follow whatever you come up with.
So, for instance, the first time you remember eating pizza. Okay. Something like that. But then I thought about how you thinking, right? Like, damn, I don't remember the first time I ate pizza. So this might be kind of difficult to navigate those thoughts.
Yeah, if it's something like that, it would need to be like, but just go up whatever you thought your first thought was.
Well, my first thought was like the first time I remember being like super afraid.
Yeah, I know that one for sure.
But I don't know if it's like afraid or more like shy about a situation, because it was like
that can coincide.
Yeah,
fear works to it.
It was a reoccurring thing. Like, I think I told this story on the podcast before, actually, but you know, I've always tried to like do something in music. So speaking of Jonathan, it was me and him. We were going to throw like a talent show in my backyard.
Okay.
And
tight.
He was hype about it at first.
Right.
So we drawn flyers and all this shit. Like, you know.
How old y'all?
Bro, we couldn't have been more than, we probably both were in first grade.
Oh man, y'all like 7, 8.
Yeah. But you know, we see the vision.
Yeah.
But mind you though too, I was talking to Kaya about this the other night. Mm-hmm. Us being that young, we had no business doing no shit like that. Right? I mean, because if we were like second grade, third grade.
I disagree.
You think first grade would be?
Anytime a kid can express themselves, I'm all for it. Like,
oh yeah, but I mean that concept to me, I'm thinking because I was influenced by like these Disney Channel movies at that time.
Yeah.
And seeing older kids like
do this amazing shit.
Yeah, I'm like, we could do that shit too, you know? And so that's what I remember like watching Smart House or the skating one, Brink, right? That's how you say it. Yeah. Brink. Stuff, shit like that. Alley Cat Strikes and all that shit. Johnny Tsunami. I'm like, these kids are doing some incredible things. And I'm like, we could do this shit too, bro. So Jonathan, when we were talking about, you know, and he might have had he was real cool with his kid named Tyler too. So he might have been involved. But anyways, I was like, yeah, we'll do it in my backyard because we had a deck that was going to be the stage. And then like, bro, I'm talking about the whole setup. So we were in the backyard. I remember like, yeah, bro, like, should we have the people sit on the deck and we are on the ground, or should they be on the ground and we sit on the deck? Like, we were like back there, stage design, you know what I'm saying? Okay. First grade. And so as the day approached, because it was probably going to be like on a Saturday, at first I was kind of skeptical. I was like, man, I don't know, but I was really trying to do this shit. But I remember Jonathan kind of pulled out, pause, like, at last minute. We had people in the backyard, everything waiting.
Oh, you had people there?
Yeah, for real. I remember Jonathan's mom.
Neighborhood or what?
Yeah, people from the neighborhood. I remember Jonathan's mom walked down the street. She was like, yeah, Johnny's not coming down.
Oh, man.
I was like, you said what? I was like, I'm going to
Playboy.
Bro, I'm finna go get this man. Like, drag him out the house. And we were like rehearsing songs and everything.
Oh man.
And well, that wasn't really my experience, but I just remember that moment of like being ready for something.
Yeah.
And then like and not going through.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what happened?
To be honest, after because I remember this like vividly, like it was fucking yesterday. John's mom was walking down the street and I met her like halfway, like a house. There's like 3 houses in between our house. Mm-hmm. So probably the middle of each house. So whatever. So she was like, John's not coming. And I was like, I think I went back and told them, I don't remember doing anything. I don't remember performing or whatever. I think I'd already told everybody like, this ain't gonna happen. And people left. Well, and then John actually came down. I do remember him coming. I was like, it's too late now, bro. Everybody gone.
Why did he not come?
She was shy. nervous, that type of
the
thing.
The nerves got stage fright.
Yeah.
The last minute, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess from that moment on moving forward, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed there was another, this was probably like fourth grade. Again, I find myself in the same situation. It was supposed to be doing a talent show. But I wasn't going to be
school?
Yes.
Okay.
This is at school. I wasn't going to be in it. I was supposed to coach the girls.
Oh, you were going to be, okay.
Yeah, I was like, Joe Jackson, maybe not Joe Jackson, maybe not even Beyonce's dad. Was there ever a positive male figure in these women's lives? Like in the industry? Jesus, I can't. Barry Gordy. Hey, okay. I don't remember hearing anything bad about him.
Really?
Did you? Like, he used to fuck with Diana Ross and shit or what?
I don't know. Just.
Anyways, I remember it was Micah Hamilton. It was Jade Nigaresi. It was Manel. I'm not going to say her last name. I don't want to fuck it up. And there was somebody else. There was a fourth girl. I can't remember who the other girl was. So mind you, at this time, Cheetah Girls is popping. Like, every little girl is a Cheetah Girl. So they wanted me to help them get the dance moves together because everybody knew Christmas music, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try, So we were, and plus, what was dope about that particular situation that I can remember is all the girls lived in my neighborhood. So if we wanted to meet up after school
in practice,
we could. So I don't remember why or what happened, but I got nervous and I stopped.
And you weren't even performing.
Yeah, I stopped training them or whatever the fuck I was doing.
I'm done. I quit.
Yeah, I quit.
I don't get paid enough.
Yeah, and I remember my teachers being like, "Oh, Chris, you're gonna let everybody down." Nah. And I was like,
"Oh my god,
that's a lot of pressure."
They hit you with
They hit me with that shit. But I didn't go to the talent show. I do remember I did not go. I did not want to show my face. Wow. I don't know what happened. But I do know that the girls did end up they did like Cinderella or whatever. I don't know, like Cinderella.
Okay.
Okay. It for some money to come and set me free. They did it. To be honest with you, I'm going down all this lane because I'm trying to figure out what made me the man I am today.
All from their fear?
All from fear.
Oh.
Well, fear is
I already have my story loaded.
Let's go. Fear is the death killer or whatever. What is it? Fear is the what they saying, dude? Fear is the
what did they say in Dune?
Dream killer or something?
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right, but let's hear yours.
Mine I remember very much because mine it was very traumatic for a long time.
Oh wow! Take my glasses off. I'm gonna look at you.
No, it's a wild story. But when I was a kid, there was I was like a very hyperactive kid, like because I was the only child.
Right.
So this was back in the day where you go outside. So I used to go outside all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You could not find me in the house.
Right.
I would always go outside, ride my bike. And I wasn't scared to try to ride my bike. You know how kids are like, I don't want to take the training wheels off. I was like, let's do it. I was boom. I tried skateboard and I sucked at it.
Right.
I fell a bunch. So I was like, I'm better at the bike. So
right.
And then I got a scooter. So I was like, I'll just do those two.
Right.
Skateboard's too hard or whatever. But I would do that. I would play a lot outside. But there was one thing I was like, I did not like as a kid. That was the dark. That's pretty common for a lot of kids. They don't like the dark. So I was the type that would be like, there was two things I would do. My mom used to drive my mom nuts. So when I was in the bath, when I was taking the bath, I would do everything, get everything ready, and then I would put shampoo in my hair, and I'd be like, Mom, come here. So she'd come in the bathroom. I'd be like, you got to watch me go under. So I would do this and then rinse my hair off.
Right.
Because I had my eyes closed, so I was like, make sure nothing happens to me.
Right.
That came from watching Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. Because my mom is a big horror person, like novels, movies, whatever. I remember watching that movie. I know as a kid, you probably should be watching the movie, but my mom didn't care.
Right.
But there's a scene where she falls asleep in the bathtub and he drags her down. So I always used to think about that in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Definitely got with that. But in the dark, so when I was going to bed, I would get in my bed first with the light on and be like, Mom, turn the light off. So I didn't want to turn the light off because, you have to jump in the bed because you don't know what's underneath. So I would get in the bed and be like, turn the light off.
Oh,
so
wow.
I would sleep in the dark.
Yeah.
I didn't want to walk in it.
Right.
No, that's where my thing is. So, but here's where
metaphor.
Here's my the part where this is the traumatic event. So those are my normal ones that are like pretty normal. Nothing crazy happened from those. Now, okay, so in the first house I lived at, we had low fences where you could like see the neighbors. Basically, they weren't that high. My childhood best friend Jay lived right behind me. My dad built us a ladder that went over each other's fence so we can just jump over.
Yeah,
and then I knew Jay, and then to the left of my house was another family. The girls were younger than I was, but I played with them all the time.
Right.
And they knew who I was. So now I remember I was in my backyard playing with the dog or something, and I was like playing fetch or whatever. And then Jay had a dog too, and Jay's dog was like looking through the fence.
I already know where this is going.
No, like looking through the fence holes and shit. Yeah. No, he was cool. I just saw him looking, so I was like, oh, you want to play too? So I remember throwing the ball over to his side of the fence because I can go over and get it. Right. So I was doing that, and the dog was like playing with me, but it was a lot of work because I had to do it and then run over and then grab it and then do it again. And I remember on one of them though, I forgot what happened exactly, but it ended up in my left neighbor's yard. Mm-hmm. So I had to climb the fence, and the dad was in the backyard. So I was like, hey, the ball came over here. And he was like, oh, no problem. You can just grab it if you need to. So he went back inside. I grabbed the ball. And then on his side of the fence, his fence had like a big hole in it. And so the dog was sticking his mouth through that thing. So I was like petting the dog or whatever. Anyway, I continued playing. And, I need to preface this. Jay used to have someone at this point living with them. Mm-hmm. Her name was Honey, not a lie. But she was like a friend of his mom's, and she was staying there for a little bit. And she's very important to the story. Okay. So,
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck we going.
Right. Because I'm telling you, it's random as fuck, and it scared me for at least a decade.
Okay. Yeah, I need to know this.
Okay. So I'm still playing or whatever. And, basically, I'm getting the dog riled up on Jay's side. He's like getting really excited, like boom, boom, barking and all this shit. So I'm guessing because Jay wasn't home, I think Honey was home though. Mm-hmm. I didn't know this, but basically, I was fucking with the dog or whatever, and I don't know exactly when it happened, but basically, there was a point where I was like, why don't I just play fetch? And then he bring me the ball back through the hole.
Right.
So, I did that, and then I jumped over the guy's fence, and then I was waiting by the hole, and I see the dog looking at me. He's like, I'm going to bring it to you. Right. So I put my hand through the hole to grab it, and I kid you not, I had my hand out there for like 5 seconds because the dog was like figuring out what to do. And out of nowhere, somebody grabs my hand and then comes through and then looks through the hole and is wearing a clown mask and is like, and she starts screaming at me. So I lose it. I start screaming so loud and start crying that the dude's house came out and he was like, what's wrong? And I couldn't even talk because I was so fucking scared.
Oh, wow. How old were you?
Like 7 maybe.
Oh man.
So I'm like, I can't speak. So I'm like, I'm pointing over the fence. So he's like, what, over there? And so he like gets up on the fence and looks in the backyard. And he's like, I don't see anything over there. The dog is gone. And then blah, blah, blah. So I'm like losing it. So he helps me get back over to my side of the fence. And I'm just going inside. I'm like crying I think my dad was home. Somebody was in there, either my mom or dad. So after I calmed down, I tell him what happened. No, it was my dad because he was like pissed. He was like, "Who the fuck touched you?"
Yeah.
So we drove over to Jay's house.
Yeah.
and then knocked on the door, and apparently it was Honey.
Okay.
So she said I was rounding the dog up, and then she was trying to nap, so she tried to scare me so I would stop. That conversation didn't go well for her.
I bet it didn't.
Because he called Jay's parents and told her, and then basically was like you can never see don't ever talk to my son, like whatever. Right. And so he tried to show me that it was a mask or whatever. Like he grabbed the mask and was like, look, it's a mask. And he was trying to get me to punch it. But that mask was so fucking terrifying at that point. I didn't want to touch it. I was like, so I was like terrified of clowns for a very long time because of that moment. Cause I didn't know what was about to happen. Like when I got grabbed on my arm.
Yeah.
I was sheer terror. I remember that moment so much because I was so terrified. I literally could not speak.
Damn, yo, nothing like that has ever happened to me, bro. That's
fucking crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
And then Honey was gone eventually from their house, so I never saw her again after that. But like,
you and Jay were still cool though, right?
Yeah. Because I mean, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
But I don't know what made her decide to try to scare me instead of just being like, "Hey,
shut the fuck up,"
which I would have been like, "Oh, bet."
Yeah.
But like, so I was so scared of clowns for a long time. Like I couldn't even watch shows with clowns in them.
That's so wild, bro. Yeah. Who was Honey bad or no?
No, she was like old.
What a name like Honey, you think?
Well, she was a prostitute. I'm not gonna lie to you. She was a prostitute. I found that out later. When me and Jay got older, he was like, "Yeah, she was a prostitute."
Jesus. So was Jay black, white? What?
He's white.
Honey was white as well.
Yeah, but he was telling me like she was like friends with his mom.
Wait, Jay that worked at?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Jay was my back neighbor. Yeah, I saw him every day. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Small world. Well, not really. I knew y'all were neighbors, but
yeah. So I mean, that moment fucked with me for a long time.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, because a lot of kids are scared of clowns.
No, for real. But you have
Yeah, I had like a legit reason.
I was scared of clowns too, but I killed my clown, so it was a metaphor for like conquering my fear. I didn't kill anybody.
I don't know exactly when I got over it. I guess I just got older. I was like, fuck that shit. But it bothered me for a long time.
Bro, it would bother me because yo, that's wild, bro. I wonder where all Honey at now.
I don't know.
Probably still turning tricks out here. Wow. I don't even know. I did not mean to bring up that traumatic ass.
No, it's fine.
Make you bring that dramatic ass.
I'm sure people would be like, "Oh shit," because you didn't know where that story was going, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I thought the dog because there was 2 dogs in this story, right?
I have only been bitten by 2 dogs in my life.
But there's 2 dogs in this story.
Yeah, mine and then Jay's dog.
Because I thought the dogs were gonna get out and like.
No. My dogs are chill.
Now I will. While we're speaking about dogs, the first time I understood what it meant for dogs to lock jaws.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was scary because I thought I was about to see a fucking murder, bro.
Yeah.
We knew each other at this point, but we weren't hanging out like we are now. I was living at Vince's house. So at this time, Vince had 7 pit bulls.
Shit. Okay.
And I had a big fear of dogs.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, my Vince and Alex thought it would be funny to lock me inside a kennel with a dog. And it was obviously extinct. It was mad uncomfortable. And we're squished in there. And it's this fucking dog. And dogs drool. That's why I'm kind of like apprehensive when it comes to dogs.
Not for you.
Animals in general, even like cats and shit. But dogs for sure. But anyways. I have to preface this too. My mom sent me to live with Vince because multiple reasons. Main 2 reasons were this is when I got out of the hospital, so my mind was still fucked up. And then I used to just have niggas talk about euphoria. Nigga, we lived this shit. Okay? We lived like niggas is we smoking weed in the house. I know I said this a million times, but my house, like I used to just I was scared of the dark how old was I? I think I just turned 21, 20, scared. shitless. I was like, I was that close to death that anything that was like synonymous with death, like darkness, blah blah blah, like all this shit, like put like fear in me because of what I had just experienced. So anyway, so I used to have people over there because I didn't want to be at home alone. So like everybody stay. Like I don't care. Y'all just can't get caught by my mom's. Everybody stay upstairs because my mom don't go upstairs. Whatever. So the that came to an end because my dad came back and he was like, I'm shutting all this shit down. But he was working out of town. Yeah. So he had to go back out of town. He just came for like a weekend, regulated, dipped. So my mom was like, you going to go stay with your uncle in Bel Air. Well, your brother in the hood.
Down the street.
Yeah, down the street. So I went to stay with Vince. And like I said, he had like 7
pit bulls.
Bro. King. It was like different colors, different shades, like everything. And the way he had them chained up was like out of a fucking film because it was like, I don't know how to explain it. Just think of it as like a semicircle. Yeah. That's how they were lined up, like in a semicircle, like a half moon. They were all just in this like thing. And it was almost from like baby to full male adult. Maybe I made that up in my mind as far as how he had them chained. They were chained like that, but like I'm talking like age and shit.
Oh, like the size.
Yeah, but they looked like they was going up by size to me.
Okay.
So there were 2 females. It was Blade and it was Diamond. Okay, Blade was a bitch, like evil. Like, don't fuck with me, I'll kill you. Diamond was a fucking sweetheart. That was the first dog that I fell in love with. I was comfortable with. Like I cared about that dog and that dog's well-being. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I bonded with that dog.
Because it was so nice.
Right. And it wasn't vicious. It was a pit, but in your mind, you're thinking, pits are vicious or whatever. But this was the sweetest dog ever. Like she would lay with me, all that shit. Like kind of like how, Chaz was with y'all's dogs. Yeah. This is how me and Diamond was. So the male, I think his name was like King or something. And he was the alpha. You know what I'm saying? But I think the 2, Blade and Diamond, were both in heat. So they used to bring the girls in the house because you can't bring King in the house. He too cock diesel. Like he's walking you. Yeah. Like type shit. So Blade used to be Diamond. They had Blade in the room to the front of the house, in the corner.
Did Blade and Diamond not get along? I guess
I'm finna get to it. Diamond's like in the house by me, like at the door. So my grandma calls me. God rest her soul. She calls me, and when the nigga get to rapping, you walking all over the house, you vacuuming the ceiling. You're doing everything when you're on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just catching up with my grandma. So it slipped my mind that Blade was in that room. Because I used to do my paintings and shit in that room. So I was just going in there to check out my shit, whatever. And I swear, it was like, as soon as it happened, I was like, Grandma, I got to call you back. Because I opened the door and I feel her walk past me, brush my leg. But again, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm talking, when you say on sight, nigga, it was all sight. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I'm probably like, this is like Mike Vick type shit. But bro, they just start getting at it. And I'm like yelling, like I lost my voice. Hey, yo. I'm like, yo, stop, move. And then like Diamond's chained up, mind you.
Oh, so
she's not at the advantage. Diamond's bigger than Diamond's bigger than Blade. But as far as like meat, like Blade was like a slimmer type dog. Like it was slender. But Diamond chained up. You know what I'm saying? So
only so much she could do.
Only so much she could do. Diamond, I'm talking, bro. Then they locked jaws, and that was the scariest shit ever. Because I was like, bro, what the fuck is about that? Like, how do I get them? Because once they lock, they lock.
Yep.
So I'm like, forget. I know. I'll start kicking Blade and stuff. Like, get the fuck off. Like, you gonna kill her, bro. Like, I'm trying to throw in the towel. Somehow, I know the lady Vince was dating at the time. She was there. I think we all were trying to like pull them off each other or whatever. But somehow we end up getting Blade off Diamond, and Diamond was fucked up, bro. And I was like, I felt so bad, bro. Like, I was terrified of that shit, bro. I was like, these dogs are about to kill each other, bro. But, you know, Diamond healed and all that. And, yeah. It's terrifying story.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Bro, because...
Yeah, no. Animal fights are different.
They are, bro. It's like, I thought...
The ferocity is way different.
Yeah. But, you know, I thought also, like, okay, they're basically a family. They see each other every fucking day. Like, what's the big deal? So King did end up knocking one of them down. It wasn't Diamond. It was Blade. They had puppies. So I remember I was like kind of close with one of the puppies too. And we used to go for a jog and shit like every day. Me and this particular pup. And the puppy's fucking leash got wrapped around my leg. So I fell on top of the puppy and fucked his like hind leg up. It didn't break or nothing, but it was definitely.
Oh no!
I had to carry that bitch all the way back home. Basically, nurse that shit to. I wish, but that was a big deal for me though, in particular because, like I said, I was scared of dogs. So the fact that I can even pick one up, and you know, like treat it like it's a human or whatever. However, all these people treat their animals now. Because I feel like now, I've went back into a shell, so I wouldn't do that. But I was like extremely open at that point. I got another one. I'm curious to know. Have you ever experienced any, like, I don't want to say like extraterrestrial type thing, but have you ever like experienced some
supernatural shit?
Yeah, some supernatural shit before?
Gotta think on that one.
I got one.
Okay.
Let me know. You want to unload the clip?
No, you go first because I'm gonna think of my mind because I'm gonna think if I've.
So this also took place at Vince's house.
Okay, Vince's house got everything going on,
bro,
and that's even today.
Yeah, today.
Yeah. How long ago was this? Same around the same time.
Same time.
Okay.
Because I was living there.
Okay.
This was like, yeah, this was.
After the dog thing, before?
Ooh, it might have been after.
Okay.
So I used to sleep on the couch.
Okay.
And at this time, I'm extreme. Again, got it. My mind is like a child's mind at this point. Like, I'm experiencing some shit. I'm going through some things mentally at this point.
Right.
And I'm looking for answers. You know, I'm actually dissecting the Bible. I'm Googling stuff. I'm talking to different women about their religions, like Muslim and Islam and like all these, not Muslim, Islam and all this other stuff. Like, cause I'm looking for answers. Like, I felt like I was close and I seen it, but I don't know what it is. And I need to figure that out. Thinking about the pyramids and hieroglyphics and all this shit.
Okay.
Like,
you deep into
I'm
it.
deep into this shit, trying to figure it out.
All right.
But I feel like that was the best version of myself. There's only certain people. Justin could tell you, Jonathan could tell you, Khalil. Those are the people we still talk to today that could tell you I was gone, right? I went fishing, so to speak. So, the woman Vince was dating at the time had a Chihuahua.
Okay.
Little brown Chihuahua. Her name was Misty. She was a little freak too. I'll be out there. And she was a little nasty little bitch. So she used to sleep with me every night. I sleep on Vince's couch. She'll get on like under the blanket or on top of the blanket or whatever, just fall asleep. We fall asleep on the couch. That was our thing. But one night, something woke me up. And the way Vince's couch is facing, like if I'm laying this way, you can see straight out his window, like to the front of his house. So I'm laying down, I'm looking out the window because something wakes me up. Not a sound, not a noise, it's just something like wake up. Mm-hmm. So Misty is up already. But she's laying, she's laying down. Something makes her come to attention. She sticks her head up, her ears go straight up.
Yes.
And she's looking out the window.
So something got her attention. Okay.
So both of us are looking out the window now. I bullshit you not. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I see a white figure. Okay? It was like ghostly white. Like it was, but it had like a gold aura around it.
Would you say bone white?
Not bone white. Not quite bone white. Probably like an egg white.
Okay.
But it was a white figure.
How visible was it?
Extremely.
Okay.
And it had a gold aura. Like it was outlined in gold. And it literally just walked past the window.
Didn't stop.
Just walked past it. And I was like,
yo.
I was looking at it, I'm like, bitch, you see this shit?
I missed you.
Yeah. So.
Did she bark or anything?
No.
She was just.
Alert. Like she was just looking straight out the window, bro. Mm-hmm. And okay. I'm like, okay, I know I'm not tripping because I know animals can sense shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Before,
and babies.
Yeah. But she didn't bark. She didn't do nothing. And I just laid there, low key froze. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's not Jesus. I was like, that can't be, or an angel. I didn't know what it was. But all I know is and mind you, at this time.
What'd you do after that?
I was just laid there.
You just stood there. Okay.
I didn't get up. I didn't tell nobody. I might have mentioned it to like Diamond like later or Jonathan, but I didn't know what to do with that. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know nothing. I just laid there and I was like,
I'm so glad you didn't investigate.
Oh, because I probably would have been the fourth con to my ass. But yeah, that was intense, but it was also, again, it wasn't like alarming. It wasn't scary. It was just, I knew something was out there though. And I knew whatever it was, it got Misty's attention as well. Because
and that's, and also that's because generally with any kind of like, if you hear anybody talk about supernatural stuff, believe it or not, like if you believe in it or not, energy is real. Like, but so you can usually feel it. So because you didn't feel like a threatening, which is probably why the dog didn't bark either,
right? Because
like, the thing wasn't here to hurt. It was just going about his business.
Yeah, whatever it was.
That's very interesting because generally with things like that, you're in a different type of state. So like, like I said, babies. Because babies are pure and they don't have anything.
But mind you, I told you my mind was like
that's what I'm saying.
Of a child.
I was like, you were in a state where that kind of stuff, like,
I don't want to, that's super. Yeah, but I feel you because I didn't realize. My mind was like my dad told me like, you thinking like a child right now. Like that's how that's what your mind is like going.
You like reset.
Yeah, because he didn't understand. I didn't understand like what I was going through, but I tried so hard to like figure out like again, purpose. Like I remember like the summer before, not the summer before, because that was a while. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what year that was. We had shot that Dreams video with Chaz and Brandon did the robot and shit. But I know Alex had like after the incident happened, bro, it was like it's almost embarrassing because I'm not in this place anymore. But I remember I was like my mom tried to take me to like a psychiatric ward because I was schiz. And I remember I didn't want to go. I didn't want to stay. So my mom was like, okay, we don't have to stay. Now I think about it, she probably should have checked my ass in. But I was in Alex's room. I made a pallet on the floor or whatever. And he was laying in his bed and I was on the floor. So I always had a hotbed. It was like super off the ground. So like, it's really like I couldn't see him. And he couldn't see me, but we were talking to each other. And I was like, yeah, bro, I don't want to do this anymore. And he was like,
do what?
Yeah. I was like this, like everything that I went through, like it got me to this point. Like the drugs, the music, really just that whole atmosphere of like the friends and everything. And I was like, I don't want to do this no more. And he was like, so you want to stop doing music? And I was like, yeah, I think that's why all this happened, because I was like too focused or too like whatever. And he was like, he pulled up the Dreams video and he was like, watch this video. And then I watched it. I low key feel gay for saying this.
No, absolutely.
But he was like, watch this video. And it was a Dreams video. And he was like, do you see how you like you're directing them while you're in the video? Like he's pointing out different things that I was doing, and obviously this is extremely low, but I don't even think we paid homie to shoot that video, you know? So I know how I want it to look. That's besides the point. But anyways, he was like, you like I think you're good at this, and I think you shouldn't give up on this or whatever. And I didn't. That's when we started going to Walla and all that other shit. But that time, bro, like me and you weren't talking because of the whole, Chaz and all that shit with, all that stuff was going on. But I was super alone, right? Like, cause I couldn't tell nobody what I was going through and like what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could, but like these motherfuckers think I'm crazy. Cause I mean, shit. I thought I was crazy. And then I don't know, slowly but surely, I just started getting back to myself or whatever. But yeah, that period of my life was extremely traumatic for me. I low key think everybody needs one of those. One time. Maybe not because of drugs or anything. Maybe just something to put things into perspective.
Everybody has those.
Yeah. What are those called? Like those moments where like.
Well, generally called wake up calls, but.
That was a wake up call for sure.
But everybody's is different.
Yeah.
Because let's say all the time, there's people that learn the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah.
And then that's part of it though. But even the easy way sometimes is like you just do it once. Oh shit. Like. Touch the stove, it's hot. Right. I don't want to do that again. Right. Or is it really hot?
Right.
Like there's an easy way and a hard way.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely
everybody has a moment in their life where a switch comes on.
Yeah.
But it's different. You don't know what it is.
I think that switch got me somewhere. I definitely hope there's more switches to be flipped though. Because that was the only one that I needed.
Yeah, it's
I need to do
sometimes it's multiple though.
Yeah, but I mean, what I've been thinking about lately. Did you think of your story yet? If you have one,
I don't have nothing supernatural per se. I can just say, because you mentioned it in yours, the fourth kind. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So
top 5.
So, I'm a big movie guy.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, if I watch like a movie like that or like a horror movie, I have some jump scares and I laugh at most of the stuff in there because they're just there for fun. Like, because most of the time it's mega ridiculous. You're like, this will never happen. Because like, how do these killers get away with this shit? It's all dumb as shit.
Right.
So I go see the fourth kind because back then the found camera footage were big movies, but this one was real footage next to acting. So it would show you like the real footage and like how they did it 1-on-1. But this literally is the only movie, like horror movie, I've ever watched where, and it's specifically the end part, right? There's a part where It was Uma. No, it was girl that was in a Resident Evil film.
Yeah.
I always forget her name. Mila Djokovic, something like that. But anyway, there's a part at the end where it pulls up the actual footage with the movie. And the whole movie, the movie's not like amazing to me, but like, cause a lot of it's a lot of talking and like
it's suspense. It's edge of the seat type shit.
Because it's the premise is this lady got her kids went missing and she swore they got abducted. Mm-hmm. And then
her husband got killed.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. Her husband got killed.
But she said she thinks something supernatural happened there, but no one believes her, but she has like all this evidence. And this footage tries to prove it. Like you can see spaceships and shit, but whatever. At the end, there's a part where, all girl is laying on a couch, and this is from the real footage.
Her bed in her room.
I think it's a couch, because she's in there with other people, and they're like, and then something starts talking through her. Yeah, and then she levitates. You remember that part? Now, that was all fine. Like I was like, okay, because even with this, I'm like, this could all be fake. Like whatever. But the part where the thing starts talking through her, I don't know like what it was when they were like, "Who are you?" Yeah. And he answered, he said, "I am God."
Yeah. And then drops her back.
No, but the voice and when they said it sent literal chills down my spine, because I was like, no, something don't feel right about this.
Yeah. Oh God.
So like the whole movie, I never felt like that until that one part, because he's speaking like some ancient language, like, and it said, "I am God," right? Yeah. Like, I think they said they're like speaking Sumerian or some shit, but something about that didn't feel right. And when I got out of the movie, I felt uncomfortable like the rest of the night. I did not go to sleep because I was like, something was really weird about that.
I went to go see that movie, and I felt the same way. And that's why I always said, when we brought up like horror films before, and I was like, The Fourth Kind, bro, because I feel like that shit is 100,000% legit. I don't know why people think, and I hope this take a turn for the turn, but I don't know why people think God is like hunky dory. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I mean, don't get me wrong, if we obey him and everything else, he's cool. But he's not like an easygoing being, or it is not an easygoing being. God, the concept of him.
I mean, that's why you're supposed to be God-fearing.
Yeah, like plagues.
But I think what that being was for saying, like, fuck whatever you think, I'm God. Like, because I'm in control of you, basically, because I am God. Because essentially, when you watch a movie, I'm going to be a god, or like I'm a god. Even when you play God of War, like essentially what a god is something with immense power that's over people.
Power. Yeah.
So basically, they were trying to like find a religious reason for this. So that being an alien was like, nah, I am God. Like whatever you're looking for,
it's me. It stops here. Yeah.
So I don't know, but I felt very uneasy after watching that movie.
Getting uneasy right now.
See, just speaking about it, like, and it's a clear ass day. Yeah. Like we got a nice thing going on tonight.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about like just that whole thing. And
why don't we do a happy thing next? Because we keep talking about fear and all this scary shit.
Yeah.
Then we're getting into some like
heavy stuff.
They're gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, we're not trying to get heavy, but I mean that's where the conversation.
And let me tell you about the time I killed. No, I'm just
right. But yeah, we can move forward. I mean, that's another conversation for another day. Maybe never. It's too deep. But yeah,
it's a wild one though.
Okay. Let's talk about like materialistic things right quick.
Okay.
Because I think that's a big part of our lives.
No, people like stuff, but everybody has different levels. But
what was the first what was the first thing you got when you were like, you felt adequate, like to everything that was going on around you at that time, like 90s, 2000s, right? So I'll give you an example. Everybody on my block, damn near, had electric garage door openers. Like, press a button, the garage lift up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we didn't have one for a long time.
Did you have to just deliver?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, damn, we poor. Like, bro, but come to find out, like, my mom probably made the most money on that block. Like, no disrespect, but she probably does. So I didn't know at the time.
Yeah, you just looking at like
materials, like, oh, they got garage door, like electric garage door.
We need that.
We never,
Wouldn't it be so easy?
The first time we got a fucking desktop, and I knew we were behind in that because I used to go to my friend's house and everybody had a desktop.
Right. It took us a while to get a computer too. Because when we were young, we didn't really have a need for it because it wasn't that big. Like,
yeah.
Because I remember we had them at school, but it was just to play like educational games.
Yeah.
So computers weren't that great to me. Like, it was just like, whatever.
I just think about what other people had.
Yeah.
When, like on Twitter today, like if, I don't know, let's say Sterling talks about how he had a fucking, I don't know, a laptop back then.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, damn, why was everybody
big ass laptops?
So fucking privileged growing up, like, like part of me, like when I said I didn't have, like you and I had an older brother though. So your older brother, you being the only child, like nobody put you on Jordans or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I had older people that knew about Jordans and didn't, like the same way some other kid, he knew about, like you go back and look at these kids, like outfits and shit, what they were wearing and how they were fly and shit. Yeah. And like, you wearing,
See, me, I was the type of kid to just ask, what are those? Mm-hmm. I don't know what those are.
I don't think, to be quite honest though, I think the first person I saw wearing Jordans in elementary school was probably like George Adams or some shit.
Honestly, like fashion didn't get in my mind for a long time. Like dressing and shit, it was not even a concern of mine. Didn't give I could care two shits.
Right.
I still don't wear Jordans.
Yeah. Yet.
No, I don't wear Jordans. Just I cannot
bring yourself to buy a $225 pair of shoes.
That, but also they're the same shoes that just keep getting re-released.
So there's not a pair that you like though? Like as far as
I like them. I like the ones you're wearing right now. But my point is they're overpriced and and it's just a money grab that is just killing me.
Yeah.
At all times. But it's a whole thing. But I remember, what was your item though? What was the big item for you? That when you got it, you were like, hell yeah. Was it some shoes?
Nah, because I didn't get nah. Well,
I got two in my mind.
Well, see, I've always been like, I see it, then I want it right then type of person.
Yeah.
So, for instance, the very first episode of Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, when they premiered the Super Train Megazord,
yeah,
I begged my dad to take me to Toys R Us that same day
to get that shit.
To get it. God damn it, I got it.
Bro, Toys R Us in the 90s was amazing.
Bro, God gift. We got, I know for a fact we got, matter of fact, I had to get 2 GameCubes because I know my cousin John, he used to buy me my systems. John, you need to start doing that shit again, by the way, if you're listening. He brought me my first Dreamcast.
Hell yeah.
He bought me my first GameCube, and I think something happened to that. My parents ended up buying me another one, but man, Toys R Us was the spot. So yeah, that Super Train Megazord was, but only me and Jonathan, right? Because at that age, I feel like people either they weren't talking about it anymore, or they really were over it. But I stayed watching Power Rangers well off until I was like, I guess, age appropriate for me to stop.
Chris, I'll watch Power Rangers right now.
I will too, but see, that's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up because there was a point in time, if you said I still watch Power Rangers and you were like 7th grade, you would get bullied or something. Not bullied, but they roast you. So there was a lot of shit I used to hide.
Not me.
That I was like, because you got to remember, Arlington, by the time I got to 7th grade, these niggas talk about CGC. And
they were clicked up.
Yeah. I was like, bro, we was just playing with Power Rangers last summer, nigga. I seen it.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we wear tall tees and go to the stadium. And
You traded your morpher for a gun?
Bro,
Yeah.
Your morpher for a fucking handshake, nigga?
I'll sell you a Power Ranger.
Yeah, but facts. But anyways, yeah, it would it might have been like toys like that. But you know what the real commodity was?
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody knows this, Pokemon cards.
Yes.
But
yes.
Dragon Ball Z pictures. Shout out to Danny, because he was the GOAT at this time.
He drew, right?
He did.
Yeah.
But we used to print the pictures out. We used to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
that was big. We put them in our binders and
bro,
shit. Yes.
Yes. I was like, who started this? Why is this a thing?
I used to, I had Pokemon cards. I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
I also collected the Dragon Ball Z cards. Not
I had Dragon Ball Z
not a lot
cards
of people
too.
did that game.
Yeah.
Because the game was mega confusing. If you try to play it.
We never played.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
It was so confusing.
Yeah.
But I used to just be like, oh shit.
I'll never forgive myself, bro. Because Alex finally got done with that shit.
Yeah.
Pokemon, and he gave me the binder.
But you didn't keep it. Been a gold mine, I'm sure.
Bro, gold mine.
So,
Because he holographics and all that shit.
I sold my cards.
How much
in high school, I sold my cards.
Oh, okay.
I should have held them on for longer.
Bro, what?
But because there was a store in Grand Prairie. It was by Yes Buffet and all that shit. It was a Japanese store, very small, but they sold like Pokemon cards that are out in Japan. So when they had the gold and silver cards before we had them, so they're all in Japanese though. But he had this little, it was like a folder, but it was like sparkly gold, and when you open it, it had the 3 starters and all their evolutions in the card, all holographic, all of them. So I got that bitch. So I had it all Japanese too, so OG Japanese shit. And then I had a holographic Articuno. I had a holographic Charizard, like original Charizard. I had a holographic Mewtwo. I sold all those cards when I was able to drive. I went to the comic shop's not there anymore, but they gave me quite a bit of money for all my cards.
Boy, you could have been a millionaire.
I don't know about that, but
shit. Dalton, I'll tell you, I remember that like I treated those cards like toys. They were in my toy box.
Oh boy, they were like,
because I was like, they weren't bad. I mean, they were probably, but still, like, I gave no fucks. Once we all said, because really,
my binder, yeah, for sure.
Really, what happened to me? I got a Pokemon because of Digimon.
Yes, me and Ryan were just talking about this,
and then
because look, Pokemon, better game. The Digimon card game we never got, but but Digimon's a better show. I told Brian this. I was like, Digimon is a better show.
Yeah.
But their games are not good.
And the part that got me, because I was big on morphing. Like,
you like
transforming and all that.
And they get to go back.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, come on, fam.
And then...
Are you shitting me?
And then when you get to season 2 and they confuse and shit, bro, you're like, what is going on?
And then, like, the story with Ty, TK...
They actually have the world in balance? Like, you're like, oh, shit.
Come on, fam. It was spiritual. It was...
I have 2 things for mine.
Okay.
I remember the 2 items, like... I have 2 stories, but basically, like... I remember getting my N64 and my Dreamcast. Those were 2 things I couldn't put down. Like my N64, I was nonstop. And back then, like, game accessories were so fucking tight.
Yeah.
Like when the Rumble Pack came out, the fucking clear controllers, the
see-through system.
Yeah, and then you had fucking different color cartridges. Like my Pokemon Stadium was blue.
Yeah. Donkey Kong Country was yellow. Yeah.
Majora's Mask was fucking gold. I was like, yo, these are crazy. And then like having my cartridges, like I used to have my boxes in a bookshelf like stacked up. Like just having my collection there. Yeah, and then like I had a PlayStation, but like it was cool, but like my N64 was like my big, and then the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast was such a good system, but it just came out at the worst time. What?
Okay, explain.
Because it came in at the end of the life cycle for N64 and PlayStation. Then the PS2 came out and it made it completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
The PS2 destroyed the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Because the Dreamcast came out like a year and a half before that. So it didn't get any traction. Like
I don't remember what games I had on the Dreamcast.
But I remember when it came out, like it was like sold out. Like my dad couldn't get me Sonic Adventure at launch because that's the game I wanted. So he got me Soul Calibur.
Mm-hmm. I remember Soul Calibur, yeah.
But because you got to remember, Sega's a Japanese company. So whenever like the games that we're getting are games we don't know what the fuck they are. Like I didn't know what the fuck Soul Calibur was.
Yeah.
Like we had Tekken.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm playing this shit. I'm like, oh, this game's pretty tight. This motherfucker got nunchucks and Killer got a stick.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I like the game. And then Sonic Adventure blew my mind.
Power Stone or some shit?
Power Stone is great.
Yeah, I had that too. I think it was like on a demo though.
Yeah, but I had, I just remember getting those and I was like that, those gaming experiences are way different than now. Cause like now I can get the game I want and like, you can get a review before you, back then you had to try it before you, or you had to read it in the magazine, like Game Informer and shit.
Oh, Game Informer.
But yeah, those are like two things I'm like, my childhood would not be complete without those two things.
Right.
For sure. I played my Dreamcast well into the PS2 years. I had a PS2, but my Dreamcast was still getting miles. That controller was fucking weird, but it was dope because it had those two slots.
Yeah.
And my memory card had a screen on it. And then like when you play Sonic will pop up on the thing and like look at you and shit. And then you could put chows in that motherfucker and they could like hatch and shit inside the memory card.
Yeah.
It was fucking wild. Like they had a lot of good ideas. It was like the first online system too. Like it had an Ethernet built in the back for Phantasy Star Online, but no one ever played it in America. Like it didn't get any traction. But
America.
But so those are the like products. But then the thing that like I probably was most proud of as a kid was my Dragon Ball Z VHS collection. That was probably like the biggest thing.
Brandon, next time you come, give me my DVDs back.
The box sets.
Give it back.
But I remember like me and my mom used to go to Six Flags Mall, go to Suncoast Video.
Rest in peace.
The Suncoast Video.
Well,
Six Flags Mall is all the way gone now. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a Suncoast Video, and they always had like the release dates for the VHS tapes, and then we'd pre-order them and always go pick them up. And on the spine of all the VHSs, they'd have an image that creates like when you get the Saiyan Saga, it's like all one image. I had every single VHS tape.
You did. Well, you got them on DVD later. That's what you got.
But I had all VHS tapes too. I had the whole show on VHS, and then I got one on DVD, and then
see that's the type of shit I'm talking about though. Like when I say like I didn't have those experiences,
right?
Not even like he wasn't, but Jonathan definitely I feel like had better childhood experiences about getting things, versus me. And this isn't a pity party. I'm just saying I felt left out of the conversation for some of the things that, everybody else was experiencing. If it wasn't for John, I wouldn't have had, the GameCube and all that shit. Though we did have a 64. Zach moved in with us. His mom got him a PS2, so it was like our PS2. But
yeah.
I definitely played everything on that joint. Oh my God. I remember playing. I got a funny story. Again, dogs are involved. So this had to be either Thanksgiving or Christmas time. My whole family was here from Jackson because this is when Mook was in prison. So they were coming down to see him.
Okay.
So like mostly all the adults were like going to go see him or whatever. It was this probably was daylight savings time. So what seemed like 10 o'clock at night, it was probably only like
5 or 6.
Yeah. But I remember me, Jonathan, and Zach are in Jennifer's room downstairs, and we're playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai. And we're like so close, like we're all taking turns beating, how you share, like you beat the stage, I'll beat the stage, you beat the stage, blah, blah, blah. So for some reason, Zach like goes outside. Vince had 2 dogs. They were brothers. Cain and Abel is what he named them.
Okay.
I admit this was my fault, but I don't know why Zach went out there.
Okay.
we were done with the turkey or whatever, right?
Okay.
So Vince was like, give the dog the bones, but do not give them just one thing. Like give Kane one, give Ava one. But I probably just threw like a whole turkey back there or some shit. So they were fighting over it and shit.
Yeah.
So Zach went back there, I guess was trying to like break them up. So it's like a fucking movie. Me and Jonathan still playing. We in this hoe. We sweating.
Yeah.
We got to wipe our hands on our pants and shit.
You're trying to line up Raditz.
Right. So John, like, we playing, and John's like, yo, do you hear that? And so we paused the game. I'm like, hear what? He's like, bro, I swear I heard somebody yelling. I was like, nah, bro. So we start playing again.
Pick up the sticks.
Yeah. So we start playing again.
Yeah.
And John's like, no, bro, I hear yelling. So we like, yo, where the fuck Zach at? Bro, I swear to God.
Metal Gear Solid. Zing. Yeah.
Zach is outside running for his fucking life. Somehow the dogs got out of the cage. And Zach is jumping over shit like he running, bro. He is trucking it. I said, he just run right past me. And then two dogs, they chase him
Like a
right
movie,
behind him.
yeah.
Just like a movie,
Yeah.
bro. And he get like the trash top off the trash can. He try to like shield them off.
They're going after his ass.
So, bro, I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what Cuz did, bro. But I just know like his mom or somebody go out there and like save him or whatever. And that was a whole thing. Like that was a wild shit. But anyways, yeah, we had PlayStation 2. Shit, shout out to Zach.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
But yeah, I don't remember like having anything that made me, because even like I'm thinking like elementary, like when I couldn't like wear, I don't even know what shoes were like popping at that time for kids. I had a lot of Converse. I know that. So I would get like old suit jackets. I was doing the suit jacket jean combo
Okay.
in 6th grade. Like a fucking dweeb. But I was fly though. You bet your sweet ass I was fly.
Just like Michael Jordan and shit.
No, I was dressed like I thought I had the white Atlanta hat. Thought I was Usher. Cause you know them dress shirts was.
Yes, Chris.
I had those with the I don't know who I thought I was, bruh. But yeah. Rough times.
You kids, man. Whatever.
I went to school in a blazer at recess.
Meant business.
I meant business, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
Fucking
yeah.
recess.
I don't know about as far as, I guess, like I said, that Super Train Megazord meant a lot to me.
It was hard though.
I was a jealous kid too. I'm not gonna hold you. I was jealous. Cause I remember we had like these, they weren't even action figures. They were like tall, like they were probably like this big. They were doll. I guess they were doll, but they could move and stuff. They were Dragon Ball. It was Goku, Vegeta.
Posable, okay.
Yeah, but they were like in their.
Yeah, I had a Vegito, I think.
Like that was tall like
yes.
that.
I think I had a Vegito.
So Zach had Goku though.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, the fuck? I think I had Piccolo. I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to be Piccolo.
You didn't like being the better father?
Hey, if I knew what I knew now, you know. But as a kid, you know, Piccolo was getting his ass whooped and all this other shit.
So was Vegeta.
Yeah, but I ended up, me and Zach were like, you know, fighting with them, you know, making them fight or whatever. And like we were in the kitchen and like he hit mine out of my hand and it literally, this is some Toy Story shit. It fell like on the handle of the oven and it snapped his waist in half. And my mom was like, just super glue it back together. I was like, they got her mom. And that was my Piccolo. So I went back and I ended up getting a Vegeta. And I cut his sleeves off because this was the...
You cut his sleeves off?
Yeah, because he had the full uniform. You could take the chest plate off.
Okay, got you.
But he had the yellow joint on, so I cut his sleeves off. Like, what saga was that? When he first cut his sleeves? Was that Androids?
Yeah, it was around there.
Or Boo? It must have been Boo.
It was somewhere around there because
he just had the sleeveless blue joint.
Yeah, he never wore his armor.
Yeah, that was Boo. Yeah. So, It's funny about niggas taking out their armor when they feel like they're super strong. Vegeta did it. Thanos did it.
Yeah.
He didn't need his armor anymore when he got the
The
gauntlet.
Piccolo's was like weighted, so he took it off to get faster or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure Vegeta's was probably weighted too, no?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like the same thing because like it wasn't like training armor. It was like literal armor.
Yeah.
And then Goku's like boots and his armbands were like heavy or whatever.
It's fucking Saiyans. What else do I have? First pair of fire kicks.
Oh, I don't even remember.
That you feel like, yeah.
I honestly don't know because like I said, I did not care about this shit.
I used to wear Alex's Air Force Ones to school.
I remember getting some Air Force Ones, but I wasn't.
But them shits was like Mike beat up. And then
let me try to remember like when other people were excited about my shoes. Because that's, I guess, when you'll know. When they're like, oh, shit. Where'd you get those at?
Shoes didn't become important to me.
It was
until it was high school for sure.
Probably the same for me, but I don't remember what exactly was the shoes I got.
I know the Fusion Jordans was...
you know what? I think it was some ice creams.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I would have kept my G Unit sneakers, man. But Fusions were popular like when I was a freshman.
Oh, and I got some foam posits. Those were popular too when I was in high school.
Foam posits. I'd never see you. I could not picture seeing you in a pair of foam posits.
I had some foam posits.
What color?
I think they were just the gray joints, like just the all.
I had some half cents.
Because I'm just trying to recall like what was popular when I was in high school, but like we had all those like dumbass colors and shit. Because they had the weather report ones with the weather on there.
No, I don't recall.
The foam like it had like the weather radar on them. It was fucking. People had those like a motherfucker, and then we're in Cowboys Nation, so everybody had like navy blue everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to trade shoes. I traded like a pair of Blazers for like some Jordans.
Oh,
like
I had some
crazy.
Creative Rex. Remember those were popular? People thought you were so hard with those. I had some Creative Rex. Yeah.
Lil Wayne, man, fucked the game up with them Supras. Oh my God. I wanted a pair so bad. Wayne was a fashion icon for me, like 8th grade. I'll never forget this, bro. There was some white kids in the hallway in 8th grade. And they just looked so fucking cool because they were wearing Vans and skinny jeans and shit. I'm like, bro, why are we wearing all this monogram shit?
I used to wear tall tees.
Like South Pole with all the
Mark Echo.
All this shit. I'm like, bro.
I remember Ed Hardy came out.
Ed Hardy.
I never owned an Ed Hardy album. I thought this shit was so dumb.
I wanted to too. But yeah, those white boys really opened my mind because I didn't see people doing it in real life. Like you saw Fall Out Boy and shit, but you didn't see this shit in real life. So I was like, niggas can dress like, well,
yeah. Vans had a super surgeons when I was in high school.
Yeah, because of the song.
Everybody had Vans. Like,
yeah. But boy, when
they just match with everything though.
Yeah, they do.
You can wear a pair with anything.
But yeah, I definitely say like seeing those white kids at Barnett like helped me get to
where you're at.
Yeah, starting to care about how I'm dressing and shit.
I did not have that moment.
I had that moment.
I did not give a shit. I was wearing tall tees, bro. I did not care.
Yeah. But I was just like, they could do it. Why can't I?
Nah.
So I started doing it, man.
I think I started doing it when I was able to just buy my own shit.
Yeah, of course.
I did not care at all. I had a lot of LRG though.
Then like when black boys started, they were like, oh, you got that black boy, white boy swag. It's like, bro, what? It was tough. Me and Zach was wearing Hollister.
I do remember when Chaz came to school though, people were trying to make fun of him.
Oh yeah.
But he didn't care. But
that's why I don't understand. But see, I didn't have like stupid fruity swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't wear like colored jeans. I had a pair of red jeans maybe in like gray. Those gray Levi's everybody had.
Yeah.
But Nah, man.
Levi's had a hold on high school, boy.
Bro.
501 jeans,
bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I had a lot of LRG though. That was like the one item I think.
LRG was hard though, because they had rappers in their campaigns and shit. Like,
yeah, no, I remember it was a big thing, but I
Lifted Research Group.
Yeah, I just can't remember me being like, let's go buy. I would be like, I would ask for so much other shit to close. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I like my mom bought me an iPad. The first iPad that you remember, the iPad or iPod.
iPod, okay,
The
yeah.
iPod, the box had like Jack Sparrow on there.
Okay.
So it was like the first one that was like
The
showing
video.
movies and shit.
Yeah, the MP4 iPod, yeah.
Could not figure out how to work that shit. I was so upset, and my mom was like, "I'll just get you a Zune or something," because we couldn't figure out how to put like songs and movies and shit on there.
Oh yeah,
because that was how
my iPod
like
was
technical
vicious.
we were.
Yeah, my iPod was vicious, man.
I wish I could have experienced that and kept it and like used it and stored music and like it's fucking because it's not the same now. Like storing it on your phone is not the same as having a separate device to like,
No, it's not. Yeah.
collect. And you had the big joint. Like you had some shit. You had like over 1,500 songs on your shit.
I have way more than that.
Well, I said over.
Yeah, way more than that.
But yeah, like do they still make iPods?
No. I think you can still buy iPod Touches, but they don't make them anymore.
I need an iPod. I want an iPod.
You have an iPod, it's your phone.
I don't know. I want another device.
Well, then I know for a fact they sell iPod Touches places, but they don't create them anymore. It's not a real line. Like if you go to the Apple website, there's not going to be anything.
Not any
on
iPod. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean my iPod was like used to death, but I had like
You still have it. You just don't have a charger for it, right?
Correct, the 30 pin. But yeah, it's had like 30,000 songs on there. I had like all the mixtapes, like all them shits are on there, man. I had some shit on there, boy.
And what's crazy about like collecting songs over time, right? And like you lose the iPod, not lose it, but you know you don't have the charger for it, and then you try to start something else over. You're missing like half the shit that you had. Like you can't even start to remember.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Because because it's in alphabetical order. I just go to artists to be like, oh shit, boop.
Excuse me, yeah.
But I had some shit on there. I don't even know at this point if it would turn on if I charged it.
It probably would.
Because it's been some years. That battery is probably dormant now.
I remember the first time you were taking me to this girl's house.
Surprise, surprise.
Living with you.
Yeah.
With your pops.
Living Taxi.
That was the first time I heard Frank Ocean.
Oh, when I was playing the first one.
Yeah. I was like, what in the fuck
is this?
Bro,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still to this day.
What is that? Some ultra level?
Yeah, nostalgia ultra. Yeah. And then man, that was such a good time, bro. Hearing Nova came for the first time, and then American Wedding.
Man, I was on it too, boy. I was on the blogs getting mixtapes. Every week I had some new shit. I was on there.
You did. It's not the same, bro. Like you exposed me to so much shit that I think like expanded my palette for creating. Now it's not. I can't get that anywhere because everything's rare, like wildly accessible. Like
yes,
there's no crate digging happening or anything or blog digging. Like the same person that 85, and it doesn't matter about the exclusivity. That's not the main point. The main point is you everything is available.
You do miss. I do miss the magic of being like, oh shit, I've seen this quite a bit. Let me check this out. Or like, this is a cool cover. Let me check this out. Like, a mixtape. What's this got going on? Or like,
because it's different when the blogs used to like Two Dope Boys would have,
the whole write up.
And it makes you want to listen to it or maybe not listen to it.
Yeah.
We don't have that. What, Two Pigeons or Pigeons and Planes or whatever the fuck? I said Two Pigeons.
Yeah, Pigeons and Planes.
Yeah, like Complex, like.
No, right.
Yeah, man. Like when Chaz first came out and he was all over everything and like Two Dope Boys and shit. Like, yeah.
I haven't even been on Two Doors in years. I don't even.
No, I think they're still.
Yeah, I don't know.
They got into it with somebody. I remember like
Tyler the Creator.
Was it him?
Yeah, because he bought ad space on all the blog websites, and it said "fuck Two Dope Boys, fuck Not Right," but it was on their page because they paid for ad space. So, because at first, Shake would not post anything Tyler the Creator. Like he refused to post anything Odd Future in general. Saying they would Not Right, they would refuse to do it. So
who?
Not Right.
What's that?
It's another blog site.
Oh.
It was in the NAH Right.
Oh.
Like Not Right. Yeah. It was just another blog site. But yeah, like I just remember they refused, and then he put the ad space, and then Shake was like, "Aha, very funny." He's like, "We still got that ad money though." And then Tyler the Creator was like, "It doesn't matter about that." He was like, "I forced y'all to put me on your website," and it worked. So
yeah.
And this is like right when he's dropping after Yonkers and shit. Goblin came out, so like, big peak time for him. And I was just like, wow, because like that was such a weird time because like the blogs, that was what people were battling with, was like
getting
on blogs, like because they would post certain stuff but not other stuff, and then like you'd have to go to all of them if you want to find everything, because I was like on Ill Roots and all this other shit, because Ill Roots, he'd post some like weird ass shit, but like that's where you'd find the Tyler Creator and shit like that.
Yeah, this shit kind of bugs me out that like, I'll never hear Exhibit A for the first time again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird that type of feeling that you get. There's some songs I wish I could hear for the first time again.
Absolutely.
Like I would trade some stuff.
Yeah, I have a CD collection right here off the screen, but I have like literally, I will never throw these away, because these are like these albums were so like this is stuff I listened to on my iPod.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I bootlegged every album I've listened to back in the day. I would bootleg it, listen to it. If I liked it, I would buy it.
Right.
That's literally what I would do.
That's
now it doesn't matter because I just had Apple Music, but
type of thing.
But I would literally, except for like if it was like Jay-Z album, I would just buy it because
it's Jay-Z.
But yeah, like, and I have, these are all in alphabetical order all the way down. But like I have all the shit. I even have, I don't know where it's at on here, but I have a signed copy of Kendrick Section 80 and Schoolboy Q, Habits of Contradiction. They're like you could buy them on TDE store, and they send it to you a little envelope thing with just like a printed out cover on it, but the CD they're signed. Like,
oh, dope.
So I'm keeping those for whenever that eventually happens. I got shit on here you probably could never get. I got like, I mean, this is Watch the Throne, like the original all cover. I got my right below it, Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, has all the different covers in there and shit. Like all that shit right here, That was definitely a time. Buying CDs was like a thing for me.
Yeah, it was. I remember like we're going to Best Buy. Got to go get the new.
It was Best Buy or Target. Yeah, Best Buy or Target.
Wop Baba Loo Bop.
Because they would just put them right in the front rack. You could barely even find CDs anymore.
Shit. Forever Young, they're holding on tight. No, it's a record place,
store,
but
record stores had a resurgence though.
Yeah, because
because
oh shit, I got that record player. I forgot about.
Yeah, so the reason being is because now people are finding that vinyl is giving them a higher payback, and then vinyl is like a more like private experience.
Yeah,
like,
it's an aesthetic.
It's definitely intimate. Like you put on the record player, like, and then you kind of let it roll.
Yeah,
but vinyls are cool though. Like you have different colors and all this shit that people are doing. I remember one vinyl I had actual beer in it.
Oh, dope.
Like, so it had like a brown swirl, but it was beer, like dried beer. Like, so they do shit like that. And like, you're paying like $30 for it. They're probably making like $18 a vinyl. So like, why wouldn't I do that? Cause they're getting that money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm that's one thing I am going to miss from our era, is that, cause my son will never experience that.
Hearing shit for the first
like
time.
Music is, which I mean, there's pros and cons. Like I am glad that you can literally get on your phone and like find all these people that normally you wouldn't be able to find. And they are putting more people on like the feature pages now. Like they're not just putting like big artists. Like you can get on there and then, I mean, I've got on there before and fucking Hanani was on the feature page of Apple. Like you go through the new releases, he was on there. Like that. People don't just do that. Like Coach Tev has been on there before. Like you're going through there. And then Payday ended up on like a top song list because of the like that would never have happened.
No.
Like so, because back then they would just pay and they would control the whole thing. Now it's just by like literal like whatever's going on. Yeah, it's just cool. But it won't ever be the same of like finding something and then like having to like really like download it, put it on there, and then figure out if you like it or not.
That shit's gone, brother. That
Yeah.
shit's 86 or whatever they call it.
So what's the last topic you got?
I ain't really got nothing, man.
You don't have no more reminiscing questions?
I said when did you know you had an icy ass fade? Like the first time you was like, this is an icy ass fade.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So when I was growing up in elementary school, my grandma would go give me my haircuts. So it was always random as shit. But then when you're in elementary school, you're not really like thinking about it.
Yeah. Shit.
I've never had long hair. That's a never. Like if you see any of my pictures, I do not have long hair ever. Like I never let my hair grow past like a certain length.
I will die to see that.
Would you?
I want to see how long
It would have to be a movie role, and they pay me for it.
Yeah, I want to see how long you like and what you look like.
Right.
Like how shaggy it is. Or whatever.
So, and then when I got to middle school, the haircut I used to get was the Caesar, where basically it was just like a low trim on my hair, and then they would just like tighten up my sideburn area. Because I wasn't growing facial hair or nothing. Now, when I was in high school, like middle school, I started growing a mustache. It was light, but I had a mustache. Then in high school, the goatee started coming in. My beard hair wasn't heavy, but it was like a goatee. So I would wear like my mustache or my goatee. And I forgot. I believe it was the girl I was dating in high school. She was like, you should get a taper fade. Because because we were wearing that goatee, she said, I think it would match well. So I was like, I never really thought about it. So I knew one of her friends' dad was a barber. So her name's Tashonda. So I said, Tashonda, can your dad cut my hair this weekend? She was like, yeah. So I go over there and he's like, so what do you want? And he used to cut hair in the garage. So I was like, well, my girl says a taper fade would be good. Do you think that would work with my goatee? And he was like, yes.
You think that would work with my goatee?
Yeah. I used to love my goatee, bro.
Yeah.
Have I ever shown you a picture of my goatee?
Nah.
I have one I can show you.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah.
Because, like I said, like literally patches right here.
Yeah.
Once I got to junior year, it was all good. But I used to shave it though. I didn't wear it out until after I got to high school. But once it came in, I started shaving it because they would get thicker. But I never really wore it. But so he faded me up, and I don't even know what to tell you. It was like angels were singing. I was like, this is it. Chris, you're laughing, but I went to school because I got my haircut on Saturday.
Yeah.
I went to school on Monday. I kid you not. Everybody would not stop talking about it.
Oh, wow.
They were like, Don got a fade. Whisper in the hallway. And then
your
even my teachers were mentioning that shit. They're like, you do something different?
Yeah, and then your jigging powers came to you?
No, I always could dance.
Oh,
there was never a time I could not dance.
Okay, my bad, White Wonder.
No, because I was always in like doing like theater and shit, so I was no problem. That was part of it, so I'd never have problem doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, teachers, all the girls were talking about it. Man, I was on a pop in there. Bro, then imagine me with a fade in my car.
That
Dangerous times, Chris.
That Chrysler 300.
All I'm gonna say is this: they're lucky I wasn't in my 20s when that happened.
What you mean?
Because in high school, I wasn't thinking about getting bitches.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like girls are pretty or whatever, and I had a girlfriend, but I was too busy to worry about all that other shit.
Yeah.
Now, if I was like, have my 20-year-old brain with the fade and that car, it would have been a fucking wrap.
Oh, that would have been right. You would have been like Channing Tatum.
And I was with Chaz.
And Step Up.
And I was with Chaz.
Yeah.
I would have had a baby for sure. My son would have been 10 right now.
Big thugging, nigga. Hell yeah. No, okay. When Kanye came out with the mullet,
yeah.
and I got that for the first time.
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal.
Yeah.
Smooth.
That was the one for you?
That was, yeah, because I never really, I mean, for me, like, I think I was very early getting tattoos.
Yes.
So when I got like my mom's name on my neck, that was like a big deal. The haircuts was like pretty much whatever. As long as you had waves, you were good. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You had a ball, like, and my homie Callie, he used to be a fucking beast. I used to tell him to give me the Nelly.
Yeah.
So this is around the time Nelly was doing like the ball fade with the waves on top.
Yep.
I was like, bro, give me the Nelly, bro. He used to hook it up. So the haircuts for me was like, it was always like, you know, when it mattered, it didn't matter to me because I got you. You know what I'm saying? But so, but no, like the tattoo things, like, and then Lonnie was starting to get, like, niggas was getting small shit. Lonnie got extravagant shit. So, like, once he took me to his dude,
yes,
and we started getting, like, extravagant tattoos and shit, then that was the thing. Obviously, a huge era for, like, that time for me, Vance. And Lonnie was the blog era when we found out about Big Sean and Currency and all that, and Wiz and everybody, not everybody, but majority of people did.
Now, that was when I started buying shit, when the blog era happened. Because I want the PAL chain.
Yeah.
I want all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the blog era was very instrumental for us, man. Like,
and it wasn't just music, it was fashion, movies, all that shit was all on there. Yeah.
So, like, the fact that shit probably will never come around again is kind of disheartening, because
kids are gonna be in the metaverse.
Look who it is.
Oh, better later than ever. You know. Hey, what's up?
I'm doing a podcast, and and I called you and I texted you. I'm like, what?
Several times.
Are you doing? I see you.
The famous girl excuse. My phone was on the charger.
Yeah. Who is he?
Charger.
What kind of charger is this? Rapid charge.
Rapid charge. Yeah.
About to rapid charge you up.
Yeah. Fact. That was good, Dalton. But no, I was just checking on your stuff because I hadn't heard from you today.
Your thereabouts.
Uh-oh. She paused. It might be because I'm on Wi-Fi.
Oh my God.
But let me finish. We're almost done with the pod. Let me finish and I'll call you after.
Better answer.
You said what?
Okay, I like the hat.
You like my hat? No, you don't. All right.
Bye.
Now she want to call. I was starting to have to. I thought I was trying to put out an APB, dog. Thought I was finna go.
Can I get a welfare check?
Thought I was finna charge a nigga up. Speaking of that, let me end on this.
Okay.
So as Dalton said on the pod, you know, they were looking for a house. They found a house.
Yeah.
But me and Kyle went for a walk through my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we saw a house that was for sale or lease or whatever the fuck.
You only wish.
What?
Said you wish.
No, that would be so fire. I'll be over there every day. Like, you have no idea. Like, every day. Like, every day. Like,
You'd be like, give me a key.
Yeah, just like, I'm here, nigga. Big chillin'. Y'all get nah, but so there were two houses, but you know the name of my street.
Yeah.
So the house wasn't on the market, but you remember I called you when I left Gangers Grill that day and told you like all these helicopters and shit were because somebody got popped. Mm-hmm. That house is nobody still to this day is living in that house. So we kind of drove by. I told her like, yeah, crazy bitch killed her husband, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
She was like, I was like, how much is the house? Like 400 and something thousand. I was like,
no way.
A nigga got popped here and it's 400 something.
No way.
Bro, I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
it should go down, right?
The way down.
That's
way down.
It might be 3, but it was high. It was high.
That's still high.
Whatever it was, I know it was too high.
That generally brings the value way down in a home.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I wanted to do that. So I was like, Dalton said he saw a house in my area for sale, but it wasn't that one. It had to be that one or whatever.
Correct.
I know you said the carpets was fucked up, but we looked at that house because it's on Zillow or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it was a pretty nice house. I was like, I wonder why he didn't, or it didn't pop up for you rather. But to go back to that, I was thinking like, if you asked like the person showing you the house, like which room did the guy get, they have to tell you, right?
I don't know if they have to.
I feel like that's.
I think all they have to tell you is someone died here.
I definitely. Would you want to know which room?
No.
I would. I swear I would. Because I'm like, this isn't going to be the fun room. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then what if it's like a very like.
Ignorance is bliss, Chris.
Yeah, it is. But still, I know, like, if I ever got the opportunity to move into that house, I was like, bitch, I live down the street. I know exactly what happened here. Just tell me what's what.
What's the rap?
Like, I need to know. Because I don't want this nigga coming back on me.
There was no way I'm moving in your neighborhood, Chris. That was never going to happen.
You're a hater, bro. You're such a hater.
My son going to all the schools you went to.
Bro, I show him the ropes. I'm like Mr. Miyagi. I'm like, yo, avoid that.
I'd be like, you see what happened to Chris? We're not doing this.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, look, that's, like the Pride Lands and shit. We don't go over there. We don't go over there. Yeah, we don't go over there.
Yeah, no, Chris.
That sucks. Oh, what schools are your kids going to go to fucking South GP?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not letting that happen either. By the time he's in high school, we're not going to be in that house.
No, probably not. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but still, I feel like I cannot wait for you to have this fucking baby, bro. Just so he grow up and he like recognizes me as like, this is like a kid. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't wait for that. Oh, I can't wait to corrupt that young man. Because I'm going to do it.
You're going to turn that man into Drake.
Hell yeah. Bro, and I'm produced for this nigga. I'm like, all right, just do this right here. See, you going to take it farther than me and your father ever could.
I don't think he's going to do music.
You don't know. We don't know. He might sing. He might tap dance, nigga. We don't know.
If he can sing.
Yeah. We going all the way.
We taking it to the top.
We're taking it all the way up there. Hell yeah.
We going to do it. We got to teach him dance moves, everything.
Everything, nigga. You going to be the next Michael Jackson, nigga. You heard?
Oh, man. Nah. I don't know. We'll see what talent he has.
I'll edit on this. Right? Well, no, maybe not. This got to be spam. I've been having like some very vivid dreams lately. One was about Dev being pregnant.
Oh, shit.
The other one was about me dating Beyonce. So which one do you want to hear?
The Beyonce one?
Okay.
Come on. Obviously.
Okay. This is really wild. Okay. This was like maybe 2 weeks ago. So no, it was last week because I wanted to say it on the
conflict
podcast.
Of interest. Okay.
For her or me?
No, for you, because that's Jay-Z girl. I just feel like you would be like, man, what am I doing?
Nah, that's Beyonce.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody look better than Beyonce. I don't think nobody look better than Beyonce. Yeah. Nah, so basically she was having like a birthday party or whatever. Her mom was like hosting the party. Miss Tina. We were all there, like our squad.
I was there.
Yeah, but her mom knows us. Like knows us. Like,
okay. I wish.
We've been vibing.
I wish.
I wish too. So it was like at a like a Texas Live type of vibe, but they have like roller skating and all this other shit.
Okay.
So
some deep south shit, yeah.
Yeah, so we're all at this place and Beyonce's not there. I don't see Beyonce in the whole dream. Let me preface this.
Okay.
I don't see her at all. I'm interacting with her mother, but her mother knows we're together. So somehow Red Fox is there and like he does something to the party and we like he kind of like fucks the party up somehow. I don't know.
Red Fox.
God rest his dead. Okay. So me and her start walking.
Okay.
Miss Tina. And we passed by these flowers. They're orchids. They're ostriches. And she was like, oh, that's your girl's favorite flower. I don't know this. This is all in my dream. I don't know what her favorite flower is.
Yeah.
So, her mom is like Creole or whatever. So she was like, do you have a quarter? I was like, no, I don't have a quarter. I was like, what do you need a quarter for? She was like, if you put that quarter in this soil, and then she just like, something happens. Like, I don't know, but she doesn't finish the quote. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm still in this, but I don't remember what she was saying about the quarter in the soil.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, well, my house is right down the street. Let me go ask my parents if they have a quarter. And, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I go in there. I asked them for a quarter. My dad was like, no, you been tripping lately. I don't know what's gotten into you. Nigga, you doing this and you doing that. I ain't giving you no quarter. I was like, you're not giving me a fucking quarter? I was like, okay, whatever. So I go back outside and I'm walking down the street. Sublet. It's a different sublet though.
Okay.
It's a metaverse sublet.
Yeah.
Sublet.
Different universe. Sublet.
Different universe sublet. So I'm walking and there's a venue to like the left of me. Beyonce's birthday is not even in October. If I'm right, is it?
Bro, I don't know.
It's like November or some shit. Either way, Pusha T and 2 Chainz are throwing a Halloween rap concert
In Arlington. Okay.
And so I'm like, I know one of these niggas got a quarter. So, and Virgil was in the dream, but he doesn't say anything.
You looking for a quarter, bro.
I'm looking for a quarter because
I
really want to date Beyonce clearly, or I want to know this information. So I asked 2 Chainz. He's like, nah, bro, I ain't got no quarter. And then I was like, damn. And Pusha was like, yo, I think I have some change in my car. My wife will give you a quarter. So I was like, bet. I don't know these people though, dog. I don't even know why I had this dream. So she gives me a quarter.
Yeah.
I go back to the plant.
Okay.
Miss Tina gone. So I don't know if I'm supposed to just
took too fucking long.
Put the quarter on top of the soil or like
bury it
in there.
Just bury it.
But I don't know what happened. I woke up to Zach calling me and I was pissed because I wanted the answers. I need those answers. That could have been life-changing shit.
What the fuck kind of dream was that?
It was one of them. This was a wild.
Philosophical.
Yeah, bro. I have to know. I have to meet her mom. Find out about these orchids. Find out that even Beyonce's favorite flower. Gotta figure out why Jay-Z is not in the mix and why she would date a broke guy.
Yeah, because you couldn't find a fucking quarter.
I don't have a quarter. I don't have anything for you. Like nothing. Well, you like, am I funny? Like it's just jokes.
I'll ask you so far.
Laughs do. You can laugh some draws off.
You can
for sure. I'm pretty sure that's how.
I don't know if you can laugh Beyonce draws off.
Shit. No disrespect to Hov, the GOAT, but I'm pretty sure.
No.
I got a great dad joke I can tell her. I bet.
No.
Them things coming right off.
I doubt it.
You're a hater. You don't know.
I do know. That's Beyonce.
I don't give a okay. This is not misogynistic. We're finna end, but I just have to know what female celebrity, do you think you could laugh the draws off? Obviously, Kim Kardashian.
Anybody that Pete Davidson's dated.
Okay, obviously Kim, but you know who I really think? Carrie Hilson. I think you could laugh the panties off of Carrie Hilson.
I think maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe just tell her that 5G gave you COVID and she'll be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm in there.
Oh, don't do that.
You don't remember that?
I don't know. Ignorance is bliss, remember?
Oh, she was.
I know.
About the 5G
yeah. That pretty girl privilege, because I don't give a fuck about none of that.
You just remember that popsicle video.
I remember a lot of it. Hillary Duff out here got the Duffy pack too. Did you see her?
Yeah, she's in a new show.
No, but she is.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Bro, god damn.
And she got that fashion money now.
She got a.
You called it a Duffy pack.
She got that Duffy pack, bro. That
Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah. Oh, I listened to Earl's album. He just dropped.
I downloaded it. Have not listened to it.
I like it. which made me go listen to Mock Homies album. I started it.
You finally listened to it. Yeah,
I didn't get through it.
I finished it. It's not that long.
No, it's not. But I had to call the bank about that transaction.
Oh yeah.
And that kind of threw me off my thing. Yeah. We're not pushing P. I do like a couple of records that I heard from Gunna. The couple that I went and listened to.
Didn't even listen to it. Don't want to.
Yeah, but other than that, that's my
listen to Corday's album.
I didn't listen to that.
Don't
either.
ask me.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. Safe rap. I don't like safe rap. And I don't like the way he talks. Because he got like a fat tongue or something. Like, got a lisp or something. I don't like that. Better treat Naomi Osaka great. Because I know some snipers out there. That's all you need to know. Not me.
But anything else? I ain't got nothing. I'm done. Just getting ready for this. About to get ready for Devin Rich thing.
Yep. So, no, I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
That's it. Well, goodbye, everybody.
Toodles.
Well wishes.
Sorry it got a little heavy at that one point,
that's fine. Know. You need it sometimes. Next week, doing true crime. No,
yes. Next week, you're going to find out where the bodies are hidden.
All right.
Peace, fuckers. Bye.